Mount Cloud.
Are you going to describe it? Because
It when a cloud shows up.
The cloud shows.
Yep. Which I think he wouldn't be too far away, but I don't know what's happening. Oh yeah, we're inside the tree. Yep. Yep. That's right.
All right,
Scratch
so this
that.
is like the last time one of my characters met Monkey and he calls for a cloud that doesn't show up. So at least it's consistent.
Give it time. Give it time.
That's right. Forgot about that. All right. Well,
there we go.
what did y'all learn?
So, I mean, this tree here. I'm sorry, not tree. Eleanor gave us some pretty good predictions of how to follow, I guess, the story of the Echoes of the Shattered Veil, right? And it seems that the heroes of these books are gathering up, or trying to gather up back to the academy. There are sections of the academy of sorts. Now, if we go through everything so far, we went to the lake, and we know that what was the name of the person in the lake? Give me 1 second.
From the first book?
Yeah.
Lilla.
Right. So we know that Lilla emerged from the lake and ran off. So that was the last known whereabouts we know about her. And then we have Finn, who's who was last seen somewhere around the marsh. Now, the third person we have is Eleanor, which we did find here. And they have an archive of information on a lot of stuff about Finn, who seemed to be some kind of troublemaker back in the day, but was allowed to participate in the Academy of Batera because he was quote unquote rich. So moving forward, well, I guess the next two places that we should go check out to see to find the direction, any remnants of directions, would be either to go back to the academy that we found in the Abyss, right? And because we don't really have anywhere to go off of for this Clockwork Citadel. But we do know that the hero of that book, the sixth book, Alistair, seems to be somebody that Glenn Strider revered. And I believe is also the head of security and the original owner of Harmonious. But I think the rest of the group can agree that, I mean, we could either head to the village that is north of this tree, but Reese doesn't want to do that because he's trying to avoid a certain somebody.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm not trying to avoid anything, but I think the Nine Hells or maybe the casino would be a good place to start this look. I just have a strong hunch.
And we could
Really
also
sounded like you were trying to avoid somebody.
No.
just
no,
let him
no.
be. Let
not.
for a while, let him be in denial. Anyway,
Yeah. I'm not afraid of nothing.
as much as I am keen to enact discomfort upon Reese for bumping into people he does not wish to see, it would be nice to go back to the casino and see what is going on there since we left. And it is a valuable lead, and we have contacts in the city that will be able to help us,
right.
Yeah,
assuming they're still alive.
I have a couple contacts.
it would be good to check in on our church/temple there, Glenn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't you have, were you building a church there? If
Yeah,
I
it's
remember?
built. Yeah, it's done.
That one is built. Yeah, I mean, it was still like a work in progress last I checked, but that one's done. The one that's really needing work is the one in Spalding.
Yeah.
But we're we could kill multiple birds with one stone here, right? Because going to casino lets us check out some things, and then prepare to head to the Abyss, because I know that Somdi also needs something to take care of over there. So, it seems like that would be the best place to go next.
Oh, going to the Abyss sounds like a terrible plan for me, but when have I ever made good decisions?
If it helps, right? Last time when I was on vacation and I went to casino, he did have an established church there. I don't know if that matters because you said it was getting established. It was pretty established.
Yeah. for those of you that have not kept up, when we left, it was being established, but it was being continued to be established Oregon. So, anyway, yeah, that sounds like might be nice to go there for a bit.
So, casino?
I think so.
I think that's the move.
You all have my permission to leave. And, Monkey, this disembodied voice that you've been hearing giving you all of these tests and trials inside of the tree seems to be staring at you as the form of a gigantic bipedal dog. Not exactly a werewolf, but a bipedal corgi.
I will approach slowly and get down on my knees and reach out for her. Just let him get the whiff if he wants in my hand before I...
It looks at you very strangely.
Dog. Looks like one.
Do you mind if I give you a little scritch?
That would be impossible. I do not have a corporeal form.
No, we can certainly try. And I'll just reach out my hand to where it is and kind of...
Right through. You feel
Give a little...
static in the air where your hand moves through.
Perfect. I'll just kind of put my hand there and give it, even if you can't feel it, just kind of like, all right.
I do not like this.
It's a form of respect where I'm from.
Oh.
Speaking of, do you eat?
No.
Oh, that's good. One less burden.
Like some coffee.
Do you want to give this entity coffee?
I give him just a cup.
Okay, it can't do anything with it. It doesn't have a physical form. It just
I can put it into your actual body
appears.
if you want. Like we can put like an IV drip of coffee.
It doesn't have a... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
That
I will
was
conduct my
okay.
own experiments.
Okay. Just cause you have the ability. Do you have the ability to reach out, like long distance?
I could instill the ability to be able to passively enter into your mind, but I would have to reprogram your brain.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna take a while. It's not a scooping, dude.
Yeah, we could, Reese, you want to wait here while he does that, or,
Well,
I'm kidding. That was a
no,
joke.
because we made a deal, right, for friendship, that if anything ever happened or someone tried to get into this library, because there's magic that is incredibly powerful that should not be in anyone's hands, that he would reach out to us. But if that offer's there, how would you reach out to us is my concern.
Oh, my solution was going to be to open up a temporal shift that will be able to appear itself to your exact location. One of you, of course. And then you will be able to enter into that temporal shift.
Okay. I'll weekly, every 10 day, I'll send you a sending to if you figure out the whole how to not have the bodies hooked up to your power source so I can resurrect Winston. If possible.
Very well. Which of you wish to have the marker for me to open up the temporal shift?
I puncher's Glenn.
Yeah, I think I'm willing to do it because I think I don't know, Eleanor. I feel like there's you could be a great help of us figuring out this whole Echoes of the Shattered Veil thing.
You see these metallic coils arcing with lightning stretching towards you, Glenn, from either side of the walls.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
I do not know. I have not done this to a conscious individual before.
You got this, Brother Jack.
Constitution saving throw, Glenn.
And if you have an inspiration left from when I was gone, use it. If not, oh well.
I got multiple, man. I pray for inspiration every day. Is Bart within 10
He's
feet?
back. I'm actually gonna have to use those with him around now.
You should have used
I
them
gave you
before.
guys weeks to use them up. Well, maybe 2 weeks, but
That's weeks.
Am I within 10 feet of Bart?
Bart.
Yes.
That's a 20 then.
Alrighty. So, you manage not to pass out from the pain, but your body has this current of magic that floods through it in this shocking experience. At the end of it, you collapse to the ground, still conscious, but sitting at 5 hit points.
Yeah. Stay has just been paid.
Opening up the rift should be less painful than that.
I would hope so.
Apparently, mortal bodies do not conduct currents of magic as easily. Good to know. Alrighty. So, how are y'all getting to casino? Teleport, plane shift? What do we got?
I think teleport doesn't work here.
Not here, but you have permission to leave.
Okay.
The only thing you have to be concerned about is there is the other great ape.
Okay. So
just curious. I know we're going to casino, but they mentioned that there was that place just north of here, town, something like that Reese
Yeah.
didn't want to go to.
Yeah.
How far is that?
Within a day and a half's travel.
We are avoiding it. Like
Yeah.
that's literally what's happening.
Yeah, I was
Active
just
avoidance.
curious how far it was. That's all.
About a day and a half.
yeah, I mean, I'm not concerned. Just I don't think it's a relevant spot to visit.
I just was curious because it's close, but we can be back.
Plus, we can always teleport to the tree and continue heading there as the tree is an anchor. But my thing is also that we have a cart that is still inside Sablehaven. I don't know if we want to go back for that.
I mean, I don't know if the people of Sablehaven are trying to get inside the tree or not, but if they are, we should try to stop them from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want them to get in there and get what's in there.
Your mic
And
moved
we've only-
away from your face. Could barely hear you.
I didn't
Yeah.
want them to get in there.
That and I have one small errand. I'm gonna just teleport and go do it very quick when we get out the tree, so I can. Oh no, I won't have a way to get to you guys. Never mind. I have certain bodies that are on ice right now that have a total of 3 days left, and it's been 2.
Oh. What?
The
You wanna
frozen
bench?
bodies.
So we want to venture towards those frozen bodies where, if I recall correctly, that's where Winston last left the Earth Gorilla with, in that general direction. So you want to head in that direction.
I mean, I could just teleport. I got a rock.
With the green ape there.
And here's another thing: if we run into that ape, do we want to kill it because he's kind of stopping people from entering the tree too? No.
Wait, I mean, wasn't the kill order given to the gorillas by, when I look at Eleanor, by you?
No. That was by the other voice.
That is correct. I do not instruct them as to what to do.
Okay.
Well, you went over this.
Twice.
Okay. I'm sorry, I started trying to write down names because I have contracts in casino. I had to go back to an old video very quick to
That's fair.
find.
Solid.
Okay. Well, I would like to get those bodies. If you want, I can. It might be easier if I just make that trip on like by myself because I can teleport there and then I can just head towards the town after. Because I can fly and I pull out the broom.
What town?
The Sablehaven because we have our cart there.
I feel like you're forgetting that the earthen ape is still out there.
I'm not worried.
I think we
You
should
were
travel-
the only one who became afraid of it.
I think
I'm
we
not
should.
You,
I think,
keep in
we
mind,
should-
it did
I'm
cause
scared.
you fear.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
So is Sablehaven that same town that's near here then? Is that what you're talking about? Or is that a different
Sablehaven is
town?
a different one. That one's to the
Okay.
south.
Okay.
The other one is
trying
supposed
to-
to be a small community, which Sablehaven is as well. Town doesn't do it
there's-
justice. Village at best.
There's 7 of us. We've had a long rest. We can get this ape down in like 5 minutes tops.
How was it tracking us? Is my question.
Apex.
Descent?
Pretty
With
easy to
magic.
track people.
So, if you
I guess
recall,
you could
it was
say
being
it's an
instructed
apex
by
predator.
Glenn Strider.
Yeah.
Lily, if you're there, smack him in the back of the head.
I've got my headphones on, bitch. She
Wait.
can't hear you.
An apex predator.
I am ashamed.
Good
Lily.
enough. Verbal abuse always does more damage.
Emotional damage.
The good stuff.
So, I mean, not for your own. Okay. I mean, Reese, if you're really interested in other bodies, I think we should all go together. We can travel there, and then we can teleport to Sablehaven, and then grab the cart, and then we can
Okay.
leave.
Yeah, because my thing though also if it's tracking us by scent or something, right? It's gonna go to Sablehaven.
We should probably deal with it. Or did we establish that killing it would destabilize the entire area?
It's a tree guard is the issue.
I mean, now that we know what's inside the tree, do we care?
Yes, I don't want people getting their hands on the magic
Annihilation.
capabilities.
No, those people in Sablehaven weren't that good anyways.
Have you discerned if Glenn Strider is your enemy or not? As Glenn Strider is the one who instructs these apes.
Such
Okay,
a hard
Glenn.
question. That's such a hard question to answer. I'm really up on the fence about it, but I think based on the intentions towards us and the adversity that he's putting in our ways, it does feel like he is an enemy.
Obstacle for sure. An enemy maybe.
Then Glenn Strider is aware of everything you've done up until the moment where you opened up the door. Then I turned off my relaying of information to him.
It's really hard.
How's he tracking us though?
I told him everything going on here up until that moment.
Okay. Okay.
That's what he literally just said.
Right. I thought like he said he knew and that he turned it off. So I was like, has he been watching us? And then it just stopped watching us when he got in here. Like that's
he's
what
been
it
telling him
sounded to
everything.
me. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
been
I
telling
said-
him the tea.
Really, it's really hard to discern if Glenn Strider is the enemy unless we know what is he really trying to do, you know? But by the looks of it, it doesn't seem good. You have you here, your body's right there, and now you're contemplating what's going on. And I don't know what happened to the rest of the members, but it would be nice to know where everyone else is too.
Like that poor janitor. Hey man, he survived hells, so
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if we do go out there and the ape does shows itself and tries to attack us, then we have to defend ourselves.
I agree. I completely agree.
And it would be nice if we could just knock it out so that it could still do its job protecting the tree. Now, if it just goes AWOL from that responsibility, and we find out that it's not really protecting the tree at all, then, you know, it's gotta go.
True. Then would you You want to go to Sablehaven then, and or towards that way to look for the poison gorilla then, or the earth gorilla?
Well, no, I'm saying we should just avoid the gorilla in general. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go grab your stuff. That's frozen up north, and then we could, I guess, go back down south to Sablehaven, pick up the cart, and then we could teleport out to Casino.
Okay. Let's do that then.
All right, so if I understand this correctly, you guys are going to walk outside, pick up the cart,
Yes.
teleport to the icy area to pick up the bodies,
Yes. And I can
And
magic
then-
circle us.
and then teleport to Sablehaven.
Yes.
And
Wait,
then
the cart's in Sablehaven, right?
Yes.
you guys left the cart in Sablehaven. Okay, yeah. But you have to
So-
pick up your hut, which is the cart that you left in Sablehaven. Your mimic.
It's insured. My mimic's outside on the tree.
Okay, which is currently a shack outside.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it was still a hut.
Yeah. Servitude's right outside.
Okay. Well then, you guys step outside. The first thing that you notice is that there is a massive amount of blood coating the exterior of this tree and the area around you within about 100 feet or so. You look around, and many of the smaller trees in this swampland are completely toppled over, broken and cracked and broken down, as well as you see that there is a blue arm severed, not very far away from you, from the great ape. The arm itself larger than the entirety of your party combined.
That's Winston's arm. Is it one of the ones he has the rings and stuff on?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Damn. Well, I guess we know which way if we wanted to go track down Winston's body.
He seems to be enjoying his afterlife.
It makes me sad.
So,
I do want to resurrect him when we get a chance. So
you have to teleport. One action, right?
Yep.
All right. Everybody grab hands and teleport over to the frozen drift.
do you want it or do you want me to do it, Sandy?
Oh, he big.
What?
Oh, I said,
Oh.
do you want to teleport or do you want me to teleport?
Sorry. You're not sound, you'll teleport.
Sweet.
So, Soundy's teleport is essentially the entire ground around the group begins to turn into a swamp, and then just pure water as everyone falls through it and lands back on the ice.
Well, that was unique.
Why do I feel dirty?
You pass through the leech area.
I'm gonna prestidigitation myself very quick. Just
So, looking around inside of this area, you can tell that there was some type of additional fight happening here, even though you are miles away from the location that you saw his arm. You can see the pillars that were being built up of icy drift are crumpled down and broken. There's this large pool of some type of liquid that is slowly destroying the ice kept in this area, just sitting in the middle of this landscape. You see the massive structure of whatever building used to be here that Winston had, well, renovated into his home, completely broken and toppled down. You see there's additional blood lying around in this location as well. When you look up to the top, you see the severed head of Winston up there. Fang marks in the back of his neck where it was ripped apart with ease.
that's
Shame.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's like a day and a half journey here.
For people
Well,
with
he
little
had a
legs.
With little legs.
Y'all
you're
have
right.
little legs. He was faster. A lot faster.
We
you're right.
also took a long rest in there, so he had a good amount of time.
Yeah, you're right.
Speaking of rest, I think like find somewhere comfortable. I might try to take a short break. Okay, I'm a little hurting here.
Yeah, we could do that. Because I know the bodies are just in the cliff a little to the south of us. So that'll take time for the bodies to melt anyways. So. Assuming, because I think the only one that was alive that I have written down was the elf. The other two, we failed the medicine check.
Yeah.
Was this something we did when I wasn't here? Because
No,
I
it
don't
was
remember these
the-
bodies.
3 frozen bodies, 1 elf, 1 dwarf, and then I put 3, so I don't know who the third one was.
Winston was
Looking-
preserving them.
Yeah, looking fearful and horrified.
Oh
Frozen.
yeah, we meant to go back and help
Yeah.
them because they were like a day or two from being irredeemable.
3 days.
Whoops.
But we only have that for the elf, is the thing. We don't know the other two's condition.
Well, getting over towards the 3 of them, the 2 who were inside of the landscape seem to have broken down thanks to the fight that occurred here as well. They are no longer among a easily regainable state. Frozen meat chunks is the best way for me to describe it.
You know, there's a little bit there, and there, and there.
They're just hanging around.
Somebody will start. We'll walk over. Can we get these out? I need a snack.
You gonna eat that?
I'm gonna attempt to connect to the frozen elf's mind.
Mhm.
Is there a response? Hello?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab the fire gorilla pelt, taking my 1 point of damage every time I pull it out, and I'm gonna put the fire pelt on the ice to slowly melt the ice.
So, you sit there and start thawing the elf's body from inside of the ice. This process takes quite a bit of time. While this is going on, is anybody else doing anything? Sandy said he's having little frozen popsicles.
I need to rest. I need to rest really badly.
So you're short resting?
Yeah.
Hopefully I get it.
I would let him know that I have some personal business with this elf, that I would like my privacy, looking at Samdi, and I would encourage a rest for you all.
Well,
Somebody
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you first.
Yeah, Somebody shrugs, holding a chunk of meat. I'm not gonna stop you from making a deal, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing, Monkey?
While Brother Jack is resting, I'm gonna go sit next to him and kind of sit a little crisscross applesauce and lean back and in low tones, and it's okay if people hear this, but in low tones, I'm gonna lean toward him. I think you should know that I don't exactly understand what happened. Some interesting things happened. When I was away from you guys, I started hearing a lot of voices. It was kind of like a crowd at first, but then my hearing became a little bit more clear, and it's like I could hear them all, but even though they were all talking to me at the same time. And next thing I know, my wife and one of my children were next to me. And they were telling me I need to come back because I'm needed. I haven't seen them in a long time. In fact, last time I saw them, they were dead. But as you know, I hear voices occasionally, like way back when we were at the forge and other times. I just thought you should know. I don't know if it means anything or not, but
you know they're dead. You saw them die.
It's a feeling. It's kind of like a knowing I have. Like I know they are, but I don't have pictures of the memory. I just know that they are.
Do you know where they were telling you to come back to?
To here. To this realm, this world. It said I was needed. Anyway, I just thought you should know it. It may not mean anything or whatever, but at least I was able to give my child a hug goodbye and a kiss on the head. Same thing with my wife.
It's good to know. I wonder if being around that area concentrated those voices of some sorts, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, like we always do. In the meantime, there's a lot of people that need help, and so just go ahead and rest, and I'll show you a few new tricks I've been working on. And I'll pull out my devil sticks.
All right.
Start spinning and giving Glenn a little show while he rests to keep his mind off his discomfort.
It's great. It's great.
So, Genesis, Cornwallis, are y'all doing anything during all this? Bart?
I think I'll probably take a moment to sit down with Samdi and ask him how he's feeling about returning to Casino. Because the last time we were there, or when we ran into you again in the sort of swamps area on the passage out of Casino, it seemed like you were trying to get away from there. Are you going to be okay with us coming back?
Dundee will kind of look up at you and say, I'll be honest, not looking forward to this, but hey, can't stay away forever. Bless you, Cornwallis. I wasn't quite sure if that was a cough or a sneeze.
It's a bodily function, it's fine.
Olive.
It's not my preferred option, but I have to do what I have to do. If nothing else, I will transform into a giant beetle and flee.
Reasonable.
Hey, what about you? Been a while, right?
Yeah. I'm concerned how it will have changed since we last were there. I hope that things have changed for the better, but you know, you know how our luck is.
Worst case
The
scenario,
city-
we topple another government.
I know, but it would be a shame to detract from what we're doing for Glenn to get distracted by another coup.
Third time's the
I
charm.
mean, what's the likelihood that we go back to your home country and do that? It's not
s-
it's not a 0% chance.
Near zero. When we found the first spear to deal with, what was his name?
Silk?
Yes, when we found the first spear to deal with Silk, to find that spear and be told its location, Kat had to make a deal with Lyra and gave up something precious to her. The most precious thing. And the thing she ended up giving up was her claim to her homeland. She has no reason to return. It would just be an empty city to her.
Yeah. When she feels like it, she's a good person.
This is true.
Yeah.
But
If she feels like the city is being, what's the word, mistreated citizens?
I don't know. I think the deal with Lyra went deeper than that. I think she gave up her emotional connection to the homeland, not just her physical birthright. I'm not 100% sure how it works.
Well, then we'll
Well-
overlook that travesty.
Besides, she has plenty to focus on back in Spalding to keep her mind occupied.
Traded one seat of government for another.
Isn't irony cruel?
You know what I just thought of? I could really use her for this because I don't want to go in there looking like me.
Hmm.
I have the hat, but I can't really attune to it.
Are you saying this out loud or no?
I mean,
I
if
would
you're
expect
listening
so.
in,
Yeah, it comes down to choices, doesn't it?
oh Jesus,
And it's up to you to make that choice whether you attune it or not. It's the wonderful thing about freedom.
I will hand you the hat of disguise. Give that back to Glenn.
I actually might need it because don't want any Pastel worshippers running around casino to recognize me.
It's a
Would
great
there be
idea.
Pastel worshippers? We just killed like, I don't know. I wasn't there for it. Since we killed a what was it? Fucking
Their cult
Deva
leader.
Pastel.
Yeah.
I
Was
met
it-
one of I met one of them. Gray, was it?
Yeah,
Wasn't that bad.
you may-
Oh yeah, that
Great.
was a Pastel worshipper, but just not one in casino.
Yeah.
And you weren't there for it, so yeah. We killed the Dave of Pastel at one point.
Yeah, I think I remember you guys telling me about that.
So, remarkably, the desert has the least amount of connection to Pastel right now.
Oh, they're definitely roaming around there. That's one of the reasons why I left with you guys.
Whatever floats your boat.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Genesis Cornwallis, can you do me? I know you described your characters earlier, but could you just fill me in on what your hair, if any, looks like?
Very important question.
Oh dear God.
I'm hairless.
That's okay.
Blasphemous.
The unbeliever.
We can fix this. It's
How
okay.
about you, Genesis?
I have to think.
Right. No pressure. Don't. It's not a big.
Is that
deal,
how you
just-
spell it? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember what I had decided on that.
Okay.
It's okay. But you have hair.
I do.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
all, that's
I
all
have
need to know.
horns. I do have horns.
Well, while we're waiting, walk over to Genesis and reach in my pocket and I say, I got a little something for you. I like your hairstyle, looks good, but I give these out to people just as a little reminder. You should always look your best, especially in combat. And this is for you. And he hands you a comb. What was it made out of? Silver? I gotta look it up.
It's either the silver cone or the comb or the ivory ones.
I have an ivory one in my inventory.
Yeah, it was ivory then. I'm not handing this to the hippo. Hippos don't have ivory. That's
Yeah, it's
Do they?
elephants, not hippos.
Hey, don't confuse.
Wow.
Elephants and
Kinda.
rhinos.
Hippo teeth would be considered ivory.
that's what
Kind
I
of.
thought. That's what I was thinking.
Are
They're
they?
really? Yeah.
They're big enough.
But anyway, and I
It's a
hand you
classification
an
of
ivory
ivory.
comb, and on the comb it has the it's a symbol. It looks like if you know ASL, making an M sign on
Yeah.
it. And I'll hand that to you. And Cornwallis, now that you're traveling with us, I don't want you to feel left out either. And I got these for you, and I'll hand you a pair of devil sticks. Which are the 3 sticks, where you have the 2 sticks and you
Ah,
spin them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I know what that's called.
Yeah,
I'll get
and
it
so that's
top.
what I was playing with earlier for Glenn, and I will hand you your own pair again with the symbol.
Cool.
I'm gonna try the devil sticks.
You gonna try them?
I'm gonna try them and see if I can do them.
Awesome. This will be fun.
All right. Roll me a dexterity check.
May monkey be with you.
Oh, you didn't mean me. I'm sorry.
Well, whoever's playing with the sticks.
17.
Okay. You end up bouncing it a couple of times on the first 2, letting the third one jump up and down, and then you start tossing it a little higher and catching it and start pushing it back and forth. And you know what? This is a good way to keep your mind idle.
You got a good start there. You're gonna be a pro at this.
Well, thanks for the gift. They're entertaining.
I got a book of tricks if you want to learn.
Sure.
So I'm actually not playing with mine. I'm kind of examining mine. And I just want to say to Monkey, thank you very much, because these are significant to you and they mean so much to you. They are very important to me, and I will hold them in high regard, and I will take care of them and cherish them. And I thank you very much for this gift.
It's my pleasure.
May monkey be with you.
Is Boris with us? Where's Boris? Does anyone know? Am I the only one that asked about him since I gave him the armor?
You are the only person who ever asked about him.
Love you, Bart. Bart's like, who's Boris? I'm kidding.
What's a
All
Boris?
right. Well, while yeah,
Oh, I was just gonna ask, can I do something and talk to somebody really quick?
absolutely.
Okay, so I just kind of after I'm done talking to Monkey, I want to just kind of gather up some stuff for weaving something limb or limbs or branches or whatever, you know what I'm talking about, for weaving. And I want to talk to Reese for a second. Kind of off to the side.
You just have
If
to
I
walk
may.
to the bodies.
Walk to the bodies? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that okay if I come talk to you for a second?
Of course. You can
Okay.
always do that.
So I just hey, Reese.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could just kind of clarify something for me about the portal with Glenn and Lenore. So that is it supposed to be opened up? Did you say weekly?
No, weekly I'll be sending.
Weekly you'll be sending. Okay.
So I could talk into your mind from anywhere as long as I've met you. Up to 25 words.
Okay, I was confused about the thing that Glenn and Lenore had because I was concerned because when they set it up, it took a lot out of Glenn, and that kind of scared me because every time it opens up, is it going to take that much out of Glenn? And if it opens up and only Lenore has control over when it opens, what if Lenore opens it and we're in the middle of battle or something and it wipes Glenn out?
Well, if Lenore opens up that portal, it means someone is trying to take that magic that's on the bottom of the tree. And then it comes down to the question, is it worth the sacrifice? The ability to erase someone and their whole line compared to Glenn. I love Glenn. But costs... I can bring Glenn back to life if it comes down to it.
Okay, that was what I wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure that I worry about lots of different things that are probably completely unnecessary. This is probably something that will probably never happen. But I just want to make sure that we were prepared in case we were in the middle of battle and maybe something was going on and then Glenn gets taken out by this portal and we need Glenn and we love Glenn and all of a sudden this is a thing that happens. So I just want to make sure that we are aware that this is a thing. That may never happen, but could.
I hadn't thought about that scenario, and that is indeed a worst case scenario. And I think
that's what I deal in.
Yeah, that is a concern to have. But again, sacrificing Glenn to stop someone from taking the magic in there, I can resurrect him.
Okay, that's
Yes.
All right.
I pull out a diamond and I go, as long as I have these on me, I can always bring people back.
Okay. That was it. I just wanted to throw that out there into the verse and
look at you meeting people all but less than 10 hours and caring about their safety. Oh, my aching heart.
I'm a giver. It's just in my nature.
It's okay. I too am a giver. I just require payment usually. But
that is the opposite definition of giver. Reese.
I think they call that something else.
They call it equal trade.
Yes, not a gift, an exchange. They are two very different things.
Exchange of goods and service.
Yes.
Entrepreneur, maybe?
Something like that. But if you ever need to make a deal yourself, right, for something, right, and I pull up my arm showing all the little lines and tallies and tattoos, and I pull out a needle, a simple prick on your skin, we can always make a deal. And the hells are at your disposal.
Well, I mean, I already kind of have hell at my disposal, but I mean, I really appreciate this and I really like where this is going. And I will keep this in mind for the future. Thank you. Thank you very much for talking with me and being open to the conversation.
I'm open. My ears are always perked.
One battle later, the rift opens, Glenn goes down, and Reese is like, oh shit, that's cubic zirconium.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm going to go ahead and go weave this mat and go rest for a little bit and just chill.
What weapons are you utilizing right now, if you don't mind me asking?
At this particular moment in time?
Yeah, the names on those axes.
Oh, that is Merrick and oh man,
Lennox.
Thank you, Lennox. I'm not stupid. I just panic. Yeah, Lennox and Merrick.
Are they infused with magic? If you don't mind me
Yes.
asking.
Yes.
Okay. It's good to just know the armory. I know that Cornwallis has something magical in his weapon. I just want to make sure you do too.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
They are
You
not
can
for
tell me
sale.
No, I'm not interested. Not a axe person. I'll keep that in mind. You have to tell me the story behind them at some point.
I will do that at some point.
Okay.
All right.
Go
Well, you
back
have a
to-
good night.
You too. I go back to staring at these bodies, waiting for them to thaw out.
And while we're waiting for that, I think this is a good enough place for us to go on break, everybody. Be right back.
Hey.
Wait.
back. So, where last we left off, Reese, you were committed to a ritual. Not really a ritual, more of a process of you attempting to de-thaw the individual inside. Now, I will forewarn you, because I kind of forgot about this when you started. He said they're frozen in the state at which they were about to die. Meaning, when you defrost them, they will be dead, but resuscitatable, as in magical bringing back, not like cure wounds.
Oh, I thought. Okay, so I thought that we
No,
did the
no.
medicine
They're
check.
gonna be out. It's just you can revivify them immediately.
Oh, I don't have that. Never mind.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm gonna hit him with a. When I do see their body, I'm gonna hit him with a gentle repose. That way we can revivify them within 10 days.
Sounds good. So you get the body almost completely de-thawed. Cornwallis, you were the only individual not completely taken over in some type of interaction during all of this. I would like for you to please roll me a perception check.
18.
I'll allow it.
That's a really bad roll for you. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez. Wait, this is the
You
only
know I'm-
character you have that can see things.
It is. It's the only one with a perception higher than 1.
You're the only one who might see Monkey do anything.
Maybe. But you know I rarely roll anything good with skills that I have specialization in. So
Oh, yeah. We're good. So. You're keeping watch around the area. And there's a bit of tension in the air that you can feel. You scan the landscape after about an hour has gone by of Reese attempting to de-thaw this human popsicle, or elven popsicle. And then you look up at the sky. Towards the west, so to your right from your perception, there appears to be a very dark cloud that seems to be moving towards you all. But what's falling out of it is definitely not rain.
Hey, Monkey, that doesn't happen to be the cloud you were screaming about earlier, is it? I'll point up to it.
I look up. Does it look like cloud?
It does not look like cloud. That looks, well, for all intents and purposes,
Yeah,
ominous.
that's just a weather phenomenon. It is a cloud, you're right, but it's not the one we want. It's a little ominous looking too, so. Be prepared.
Genesis, you know more about weather patterns than I do. Is there something wrong with that cloud?
Nature check, Genesis.
I think they're trained in this. That's the reason I said it.
The way that they thicken this far away from an ocean, clouds don't thicken that tightly. That means it has something more dense than fresh water. Typically speaking, your instinct would tell you salt water, but you're too far away. Then it kind of gives off a yellowish, greenish hue. Yeah, whatever that is not water in the cloud.
Yeah, no, we need to seek shelter. I don't know what that is. but we need to get under something quick.
What is now?
I don't know what it is. I don't recognize it. It doesn't look natural.
I look up in the sky with my eagle's eyes, able to discern things from very far away.
Large globs are falling down. Not raindrops, globs. Thicker, falling faster. Roll me a nature check, Glenn, since you can see more clearly.
$22.
That's acid rain.
Aw. Yeah.
Damn pollution.
That's acid. That's not water.
Start searching around to see if there's any kind of alcove or something in here. Something we can use for cover.
Did I get a short rest then?
Yeah, I said at the end of the hour.
Okay.
What's happening?
Let me roll some hit dice.
Acid rain.
Acid rain.
Chocolate rain. And
No, not chocolate rain. That's in a different region. You guys will really like it.
That region rains mud.
That should be enough.
we should probably find cover. Does anybody have one of those dome spells?
I can make a house.
We should do that.
Sure. We can get a rest in too while we're in there. I'm gonna walk not into, but like over here where I had the house before. Has it been 24 hours since we entered the tree? We only had one long rest, actually.
It has not been a full 24 hours.
Is my house still here?
You know what?
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, your house is still there. You just need to run over and get inside of it.
I walk and I open the door.
Damn, he didn't even listen. I said you have to run.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Well, how far from where the clouds are from hitting over here?
You're a good minute walk away.
And then the body, is it thought enough for me to be able to at least put it in the bag of holding? So the body's not destroyed?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then, right? So if there's any skin exposed, I do want to touch it because I have to touch it to do gentle repose.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shove it in the bag of holding, and then walk into the house or run into the house.
Alrighty.
I have shield. Can that cover all of us or no?
No, shield is an instantaneous. I'll deflect this one thing one time.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No worries.
I think, what's his name? Doctor Strange doing a little boom, and a shield block goes up to him. But it lasts
It lasts 8 rounds, so 6 seconds.
I guess if I'll see Reese running for something and disappearing into a door, I'm just gonna follow him. I'm gonna stick my big hippo foot in the door, and I don't think it'll actually stop the door to a something like that, since it's a metaphysical door. But I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I open the door and I go.
Oh.
My house is still here apparently.
Oh,
Probably has
you
another
opened that
couple
one.
hours.
So you guys all go inside of the location.
I'm gonna go to where his house is, and I'll stand outside the door until I don't want to get hit by the cloud, but when it gets about 40 to 60 feet away, then I'll step inside the door. I just want to
Okay.
watch what it's doing.
Sitting out there, looking at it.
I am definitely outside with my god.
I just have the door open and I'm looking outside from the shelter because of the open doorway.
A Midwesterner watching a tornado.
Yeah. Huh.
Standing on the porch.
Yeah.
I've done that, so.
Y'all are silly.
I yell at Hillian too. Get inside.
Yeah. And he immediately, whoop, right inside. So, as you were keeping watch, the two of you outside, I need perception checks from you.
This is at advantage. Oh, it's a 16.
While I'm looking, I get distracted about Glenn's appearance, and I just start paying attention to that more than the storm. I forget.
So, when it's only a few hundred feet away from you, Glenn, you start to notice trees breaking apart, like they're being pushed apart. And you notice the acid rain falling down. Everything it's touching burning and searing. And it looks just like that pool of acid inside of this frozen tundra.
So is the trees are being pushed apart, like as in like the magnitude of force of this thing coming down is pushing?
No, like there's something you don't see that is casually pushing the trees apart. A couple of 100 feet away. There's only one thing in this fucking thing that's that big.
Yeah. Monkey,
Yeah, Brother Jack.
that direction. It's coming.
All right, we should get inside.
Yeah,
Now, this house, it's not like... Well, anyway, but I'll go inside. I'll find out.
the house is, well, the door just looks like a hotel room door, right? When it's visible, but it's an invisible door. So the inside, walking in, it's like a black obsidian stepway, right? And all of the interiors are made of like black rock of some sort, but most of it's obsidian. There's cushions, red velvet cushions everywhere, right? A bar in the main room. Stairs that go up, right? And I tell you, I had to make everything fireproof because of Bardakov's Drake that line.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
As a player, I was just making sure it wasn't like a portable straw hut or something like that.
No. Think of Hades's like Hades Manor area in the Percy Jackson series.
Yeah.
If you've ever read it.
Have not, but we've started
Yeah.
these. My daughter and I started watching the series.
Haven't started that yet. I gotta get on that.
It's pretty good stuff. So, everybody going inside?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
Hell's Bar.
All
Right after I go in, I grab Reese and toss him out the door. Shut the door. No, I'm kidding.
This is my house. He locked it.
That's why I chose
How
you,
do
because
you-
I thought it'd be funnier.
How do you have the key?
He stole it. Like, just...
It's not even a key. How do you get
So,
a key?
all of you inside. Is anybody gonna talk about what they saw for the other 6?
Yeah, it's the trees are splitting apart. It's the Earth and Chonga that's coming here.
Well, I got what I needed. Right. So
Got...
if we go outside, I can teleport us. Not an interdimensional teleport, unfortunately.
So we have to step outside first.
Yes. It literally takes a second to do.
But if we're doing that, the sooner we do it, the better.
Okay. I open the door to take a peek.
Oh, the acid rain is just falling down. very large globules all around you.
Okay.
And you also notice that familiar yellow eyes are shifted over top of the tree line in your relative direction, Reese. You need to give me a wisdom save again.
Lovely. Am I assuming I'm in Bart's aura or no? Since we're all by the door.
Bart, are you by the door?
Unless he's at the bar.
Are you at the bar or by the door?
I thought he said bar.
I
Bart?
mean, the bar seems like the appropriate place for me to live.
That's fine.
Still yourself, Reese.
18.
Nope. You get the fuck back inside and slam that door shut.
Give me
You
an
are
observation.
horrified, eyes wide, visibly shaking.
Let's give me a second here. Oof.
For a
Okay,
devil, that is.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Come on, Reese. You are power.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna touch my nose and use my last level 1 spell, right, for one of my cleric spells called Heroism, which makes you immune to the frightened condition. It's always prepared. Why not use it?
You're good now.
I open the door.
You just have
Everyone come outside.
reasonable fear of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone come outside now.
But
And-
wait. But it's acid rain out there.
I can't teleport you guys from inside the manor is the issue.
Well, is it going to continue to go past, or you think it's going to
It's hunting
become a
us.
squatter?
It's hunting us and it saw me.
Interesting.
Is there any point at all that we can see where the rain isn't falling that's visible?
Oh,
within
there's
30?
sections. It's large enough that it could be dodgeable, just not easily dodgeable.
Because I can always throw the portal thing within like 30 feet, I think. And we can go to a section, we can just teleport to a section where there's no acid rain, get to a place where he can teleport us out.
Oh, gate?
Yeah,
Not gate.
Arcane Gate.
Yeah.
Arcane gate. So gate.
yeah. Can we do that?
If you
I don't think you have that right now because warlocks
short
only
rest.
get their 6 levels on long rest, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mystica.
you've used it since the last time we used a long rest because you used it in the last encounter.
Damn.
Yeah. Again, if we just I go. We just have to take a step outside, and then I can start casting the teleport spell. But we got to do it like now. So
Well, if it's hunting us, and it's going to continue to hunt.
Yeah, but I'd rather not fight it in the middle of acid rain if we can avoid
Yeah.
that.
well, that's gonna happen regardless.
Then
I
we
think-
prepare to fight it in some place where we have a roof.
Yeah.
Bring him
I-
inside.
I'll
I'm
buy an
pretty su-
umbrella at the next town first.
Yeah, it's supposed to hunt us, but it can't also leave the forest because it still needs to guard the tree. So just leaving the forest should be good enough.
Are we sure about that though? We don't know if Lance is just letting him loose and go wherever he wants.
That acid rain can't be good for the
I
animals and livestock that are out here.
look at the gorilla, right? Since right now I'm moving for maybe another 10 seconds, if that. And I send ascending to it because I can see it, right? And I go, hey, we are going to leave. You win. We respect you, great Chango of the West. Won't start none, and hopes won't be none.
Well put. Well
Goodbye.
put.
And I send it sending to it.
Well articulated phrasing you have.
I had to think that reset it though, like as a pompous prank though.
We good, bro? We good?
We good, brah. Quit playing. Quit playing.
Quit playing.
So we have a
See if we respond.
Slight
Another sentient.
conundrum here.
We'll see what happens right now.
Alrighty. Well, it'll reply to you.
Oh shit.
You all, when you step back in my swamp, I will kill you. I will chase you down, and I will eat your marrow.
He said when we step back into his swamp?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I remember telling. He said when we step back into his swamp. I don't know if he meant right now or when we're about to leave. So,
Then you're telling us this. You say
Yeah.
this out loud, or
yeah.
well, that's like an offer I can't refuse. And I get my hand crossbow ready.
I guess we're just gonna fuck it up. But if we're gonna fight it,
Does anybody have invisibility? Like maybe would that work against the acid rain?
the
No.
issue.
That just makes you invisible. You're still a physical thing.
But I mean, if you could use invisibility to get past the thing to get to a safe point, maybe you could figure something out on the way there.
Wouldn't the acid rain kind of be like coating your invisibility though? So you'd be like showing yourself.
Oh yeah.
You'd be hearing ah.
Ow, 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 ow.
You don't
mean,
know
you
my
guys
pain
can-
tolerance.
You guys can teleport away. That's totally on the table right now.
It's on it for them, but like I said, we got a little conundrum here.
Yeah, because my concern is that if we kill it, right, who's gonna guard the tree as the front line, you know?
That's
We
true,
just-
but
we
it
can
just
knock it out.
Yeah, and it also just made an offer I don't know if I can refuse.
What? His offer was, as long as you don't come back here, he won't chase us? That's what it sounded like to me.
He
What
said he was
part of
gonna
that
hunt
can
us
you
and
not
kill us.
refuse?
No, he said if you come back to this swamp, he will hunt
I will
and
kill
he
you.
will kill you.
Yeah, so as long as we leave and don't come back, there's not a problem.
I don't know if I've ever really retreated from.
Well,
An
one
offer
should
like
always
that,
try
though.
to expire. Some should always try to experience new things.
You know
Retreat
what,
is a
Monkey?
great new thing to try.
You know
And
what,
I have
Monkey?
not had combat with him yet.
You know what, Monkey? If you want to fight it, I have spells. Fuck it, we'll fight it.
Let's knock him out though. Okay.
What?
So Look,
Yeah, I
my
don't do
my
knockout. It's hard to knock people out with a crossbow.
Yeah,
So,
You hit him with the butt
That is weak talk. Try harder.
well, you hit him with the butt of your sword, and if I happen to shoot him in the eye and kill him, that's just an accident.
right.
Oh no! If I stab him, I'm going to make his heart explode out the back of his chest.
I can also
I
pull
have
his heart
courage.
out. There's liquid
You
courage in
do,
the
and
bar.
you are being incredibly brave in the face of certain death. The bards will tell stories of your life. No, it's fine.
I will.
We're going to fuck this thing up, and it will be awesome.
We're going to this thing up and it's going to be awesome.
Okay. So my question is, how much time do we have on the mansion at this
Well,
point?
you know, we could. So,
Probably an hour.
Oh, okay, no.
and we could probably. Hey, Reese.
Yes.
You know how you. I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not making. But you know how you made it so that that body there didn't decompose too early.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be a way after we took out this creature to do the same with it and take its body over by the tree and maybe come back later and, you know,
My ability to resurrect. You mean? So
well, I
if
was talking about more of your so spare so player to player.
oh,
my
like
thought-
spare the dying.
You kill him, spare the dying on him, put him by the tree, later on res him or whatever, and then he has the protection. The tree has the protection back again.
I don't know how to tell you this, but out of all the cleric spells I have, that is not one of them.
I can resurrect if we need to resurrect something.
Okay.
I don't see the point in killing it and then resurrecting. It seems like a lot of wasted
No,
ability.
he was trying to stop it from dying. is what I mean.
So I mean, we kill it, but then we spare the dying and get the glorious taste of combat, and it still has its defender later.
This just seems so counterproductive.
Wait a minute, I think you're onto something. You said that he was able to slow down the rate of decomposition. Well,
Yeah.
couldn't he slow down the rate of the acid hurting us?
No, my ability works on creatures.
Oh.
Yeah. I can
Mm.
give you a resistance to acid, right? But my concern is that one thing that we were warned about is that he also has like a noxious poison, is what the druid lady said. That's why we have the potions for it. So we're dealing with acid, poison, and then a consistent like ability.
Yeah,
to
sorry, I'm trying to keep up.
glare. Yeah. No, it's fine. Also a consistent ability to stare at us and stun us.
Okay.
So
Ouch.
yeah. But if you want to fight it, Monkey.
Well, it's only because he offered.
Yeah. Because it sounded to me like he said that if we step into his swamp right now, he's going to eat our bone marrow. Cornwall is.
That's what I thought too.
Muted.
You're on mute.
That's not what I heard from what you said. I'm going off your translation.
Yeah.
I heard if you come back into, you said we were going to leave, and if
Yeah.
we come back into his swamp, we come into his swamp, which I meant think if we left and then come back, he would hunt us. It
Yeah.
made it sound like he's not going to hunt us outside the swamp.
Yeah, what he said is, if
Yeah.
you come back to my swamp,
Right.
That's
He
what he
sees
said to
us. He
me.
doesn't really realize we're not in the swamp right now because he sees you. I don't think he understands the fact that you're standing in a demiplane 1 inch away from his swamp. I think you're giving it too much credit.
I open, the door's open. I look outside. Does he look like he's making
oh,
any
the
kind of
eyes are
approach?
looking right towards you.
I was like, you're right. You know what? I feel like if he had realized that this is like a demi-plane, he would have came over here and like started wailing on us or attacking the door or doing something. So I take a step outside to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see if he burns. No.
Well, first
I'm
and
burning.
foremost, you need to dodge. Give me a dex save to avoid the acid.
Okay. Core. Deck save.
You got this.
I have a decent. I'm gonna use a Loki on that because I got 2 more apparently. Now I have 1 more.
You might have some
29.
inspiration.
Oh, you know I could have used the 2 inspirations from whatever. I used the Lucky. 29.
29. You manage to dodge out of the way of the first large globule of acid, and as soon as it touches the ice, it begins searing it away and spreading very far, and you can see the curious eyes of this entity looking over towards you, watching you.
So it doesn't look like he's moving forward to attack.
He said what he said. You can get
Okay.
the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hands together and go, everyone get here now.
I'm stepping
Start
out.
touching.
I will step outside.
I'm coming out.
Now the eyes grow a bit higher in the sky, and I would like all of you to please roll me wisdom saving throws. Now you're in Bart's aura. Assuming Bart's abandoning the bar.
Sure.
Okay. Bart abandons bar.
I'm gonna use my game advantage because heroism should be worn out by now. Shit. I'm gonna
Sure.
use.
Oh no,
What's your
Reese, you
modifier,
already saved
Bart?
today. You already saved today. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my game advantage as well.
Save.
Even though I shouldn't have a hard time. Let's do this.
19 is a failure. 20 is just barely a success.
Oh no,
Well,
but I got Bart's. I got
Yeah,
Bart's.
what's Bart's save bonus?
Yeah. 5.
5.
24.
Oh yeah, so all of you are saving. Samdi?
He's not here. They're not here.
Oh, he left again? They left again?
God
Oh.
damn it, Somdi.
Thanks, Mart.
I thought somebody never came back.
I thought
he
I heard him
popped
for a
in
brief
briefly.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what's going on? Is what he said or something like that.
And he was like, ah, fuck that.
It's like, Monkey's still talking, I'm leaving.
Fair. So, you all look up at this creature, and other than the natural fear response that a reasonably minded creature would have, you're all relatively fine.
Okay. And I'm gonna teleport us to Sable Haven.
I look at the guy until we meet again, and I tip my hat.
We cast teleport.
It looks carefully at you, Monkey. And then, whew, you all vanish.
So you guys all, again, for those who haven't experienced a recent teleport, you see black smoke wrapping around you, and it smells of sulfur and ash, right? And you find yourself just engulfed in sulfur.
Damn, who ate the eggs?
Before we appear in Sable Haven.
I think I prefer Somni's water teleport to the ash and sulfur one. It smelled better.
Yeah, it's
That
also
was
easier
typical
on the throat.
Tuesday for me.
It's also easier on the throat.
So,
And I, cool.
Gotta watch where you're eating on Monday nights then.
let's bring you all back to the global map. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So,
Yeah.
back in Sablehaven, you guys appear at the tail end of this swampland. On a technicality, you're just barely outside.
Okay, I was gonna say, are we
Alright.
still in his territory?
Sorry if I missed something important.
Yeah, give me a wisdom save, that's all.
Okay, good.
Ooh,
You have
let's retcon
Bart's Aura.
this.
All you have to do is beat a 19. Or beat a 20. Hey, you beat a 20. Good job.
Hey,
Darn.
even if that were the case, I would not pray to you.
No, I was just hoping for combat.
You should have said something. I would have.
He
No,
did.
it's okay.
He did
I
multiple
did.
times.
You
I
should
just saw
have
the
said
opposite.
something. Yeah.
This worked out because he didn't attack when we went out. If he would have, I mean, obviously I would have attacked if he would have attacked, but
Let's get the cart, and I'll open up a teleportation circle.
Alrighty.
So
You see the curious folks of this town looking over at you all, a little curious right now.
Where on this map is Sablehaven?
Tail end
Okay.
of
right there.
right there. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, howdy. We're just passing through to get our stuff.
Stay away from the big tree.
They all look at you all strangely.
Should we go talk to Thessia Mistwalker very quick? Or should we just leave?
I mean, if you want to just find out if she actually knew more about what was actually in the tree, otherwise, we don't really have to come back here as long as they stay away from it.
'Cause I fucking hate this place.
All the more reason to get everything over and done with while we're here.
Okay.
So I guess we could talk to her and just make sure she stays away from the tree.
Okay, Glenn, go talk to her.
I'm not the best person that does talking.
I'll talk to her.
whoa, wow! Just so for those of you, usually we have a bunch of charisma people in here, except for Monkey and Glenn, and the charisma people don't like to talk to people. So this is
I
good.
talk to everyone.
Fuck talking.
I just don't want it to always be me talking, you know what I mean?
I got you.
I'm gonna cast my second level 3 spell. Enhance ability. I'm gonna target both Samdi and let's go with who else might be talking? Let's go with Monkey.
Appreciate
And
you.
I'm gonna give them Eagle Splendor to give them advantage on charisma. And I'm gonna go get the cart.
Okay. Thaslia looks at you all.
Oh,
Thalia?
Elite druid.
The druid. The old elf woman.
oh.
Uh-huh.
I know her silver something, so I just
Greetings. We come bearing some news.
What
Sam, do
news
you want to
do
give
you
the
bear?
recap?
all right, short and sweet. 3 out of 4 monkeys are dead. Don't kill the last one. Something horrible will happen, and I'll connect to her mind while I'm saying this.
Okay. She seems intrigued by your words and phrasing. What do you mean, don't kill it? We've never been in the market to kill it.
Well, you send us after it.
The other ones, yes.
What? So you never wanted to kill the giant earth monkey?
The Earth One is a great protector, very intelligent as well.
Oh, congratulations. He's still alive.
But you've killed the other 3.
Yes.
That will allow the swamp to move back to what it was before.
We didn't like the
Fire bad
effects. Yeah.
for the environment.
Purely for the sake of the swamp. And Santi will just nod in agreement.
For the swamp, for the swamp.
For the swamp. Mm.
You have found us to be your allies, then, in the future, if it is necessary.
Santi will shrug. If that's the takeaway from this situation, so be it.
We appreciate it. And this isn't much, and you might not be able to use it, but here's 100 gold pieces if you need it for helping any of the people or animals out here. Use it at your discretion.
Don't use gold.
I know you don't, but you might have people coming into town for trading and stuff. So, and if you don't use it, you don't use it. But here it is.
She'll take the 100 gold and just drops it in a basket next to her.
Perfect.
5 days later, it's gonna float. It's gonna float to the bottom of the lake.
We all float.
No. I'm assuming, due to the lack of you saying anything, nothing seems to catch me off note when it comes to her surface thoughts.
No, not really. She seems curious as to how you all did it, because not for nothing, but your group doesn't strike her as that powerful.
Oh. He just nods and says, well, if there won't be anything else. Yeah, just don't antagonize the protector too much. He's in a very bad mood.
She'll nod. By the way,
God.
I'm glad I got to speak with you more privately. It's very rare for me to see someone else with a canary.
Is Cornwallis and Genesis in the room?
It's kind of like open on the docks.
if anyone's paying attention to the conversation, you see Samdi open his mouth, and the canary will walk on out and land on his shoulder.
Gonna lead to somebody close to me. Why does he keep a canary in his mouth?
He's a crocodile. That's
Some
It's not
people
the
like
same
hard
bird
candies, some
species,
people like
but-
canaries.
Is it an ordelay thing or is it a Colbine thing?
I'm sorry. I heard you say ordelay, and I just went ordelay.
Oh, dale.
So. She will raise her hand, and you watch as a red-tailed canary floats and lands in her palm.
I will attempt to connect to the mind of the canary itself.
You connect. It's as empty-minded as your canaries usually is. It winks at you.
Goody. Mama's influence is everywhere.
Ever growing nowadays. That's at least what I hear.
Just, you know, don't, how to put this? No, disregard that last statement. I don't know what is going on.
How is Mama doing?
She's joyful.
That is good.
Always good.
Compared to where she sometimes is. She can be uncomfortable.
I pray I never know her that way.
She'll smile at that. To know Mama
Speak.
is to know real happiness in this world. It is the reason I accepted your people's offer to come here. But I don't want to draw the eyes of city folk to Mama. They wouldn't understand.
I feel attacked.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but I feel like I'm attacked.
Reese, you sneeze somewhere.
Achoo! Stupid ass card.
Damn nature.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. But speaking of Mama, I have task need doing, and I am dreading it already.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, I am bound to duty. I will see the lot of you later.
They nod and begin to go back to crocheting, as she's been doing.
I will tip my hat and walk away, and I'll just say, Monkey, come along, we'll be gone in a few.
Thank you again for your hospitality and letting us wander these parts.
Of course.
Nod my head. Head out.
Boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Y'all head out.
I'll walk out behind Somdi and do his little waddle behind him. I'm kidding. But...
Wonderful display.
Can see that, you know.
I pictured like in Mary Poppins pulling the pants down a little bit, walking like a
penguin.
like a penguin, but it's a Somdi. Yeah.
He's just lumbering. He can't help it.
So, you walk out. Everybody else ready to skedaddle once you have your surprisingly well. No, your cart's perfectly fine.
Yeah, we trusted it with Finisha Drake, no, not that guy. Grok Scales, older totem tattered lizard man. We met, or he's the guy the hunter guy that we were with.
He chased your spectral imps around when he was in the.
Yeah. So I find Grok Scales, right? I go, thank you for watching the car.
My pleasure. You all be safe in your journeys now.
If you don't mind me asking, like, you being older, as you've mentioned, how much time do you think you got in this world?
Well, I figured I'm about to die. Well, whenever the lords decide to give me a good enough fight that I need to take and die with. But if my body expires, 2 years, maybe 10, if I'm lucky.
But you don't want to have your body expire before that fight, if I'm correct.
Nature takes its course. It'll do as it pleases.
Well, what if I tell you I have the power to restore some of your youth?
Nah. I was a fucking idiot when I was younger.
Well, I mean, I can extend it just a little bit.
Nah.
Just a deal.
I don't really care for that at all.
I just thought I should offer.
Well, all right then. Thanks for your offer.
If you need anything, let me know. Obviously, I don't know if you have a way of long-range telepathy, but...
I can ask a squirrel to go find you if I really need.
Out of everyone in this marsh, you've been the least annoying, for sure, and I appreciate it.
I don't think I'm annoying at all.
I don't think
You're not.
Whoa! If you ever find yourself in Spalding, or if you want to go check out the city, just let me know.
Will do.
Send me a squirrel.
I'll send you a squirrel. And you, country boy whom I haven't had the chance to gab with very much.
How can I help you?
I don't know. Figured I'd just warn you to take care.
I appreciate that. Same to you, I reckon.
Yeah.
I've never actually told you my actual name, right? Because I was going by Cletus when we met.
Sure.
We're sensible. In case your spell requires, or your squirrel delivery service requires you to know my name.
All right. Respendable.
Resand. Levon Spalding.
Resand.
Yeah.
All right. I got it. It's locked in there.
Locked in.
Yeah. Wait till you try to spell it.
I'm gonna spell it. I'm gonna write it down very quick. And
I don't know
comment
how
on
to
that.
write.
Can you read?
Nah. Never need to.
As a player, thank you for sussing that out for me, because that's what I was trying to figure out.
So I was like, wait.
Yeah, he'll just ask a squirrel to find you. What's so confusing about all this?
I put the quill away. not paper. Again, I appreciate it. I'm gonna get the cart and read it. I look at Monkey. Where was everyone at?
They're around. Somebody was doing. I got
Okay,
bored. I had to
with
walk
that
off.
the elf. Okay,
Yeah,
it's good to have you back, by the way.
I appreciate it. It's good to be back with you.
He was only gone for a
Like.
few hours.
It's been days.
Felt like a while.
He just
I
hasn't
guess-
been there spiritually.
Yeah. So shall we? I tell you, even though it was a short while that we were hard, it's quite interesting. It felt a lot longer to me, but maybe we should head to casino.
I have, thanks to Cat, I do have a circle over there.
To casino.
And don't forget, what happens in casino, we tell everybody.
Is that the rule?
It's not.
Transition.
Meet up with everyone very quick. I'm gonna prestidigitate like the dirt away from the ground, where I find a solid piece of ground or a porch. And I ask, wait, we do need a floor to put the chalk down. So
They
I
got
kinda like-
floorboards.
Okay, I go to the floorboard and go, I'm gonna borrow this very quick, and I'll start writing up the circle.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah. After I chalk it down,
You want some blue? I got my nephew. He got blue in the back.
No, I'm good with the yellow one that I use. I'm gonna do it, and then once it's complete, I put the chalk in the air, and then I write down in the air, and you see like a ripple effect, and it opens, and I go
We like to
inside,
keep 'em-
inside, and I go inside.
I will
We like
quickly
to keep-
turn into a beetle and hide in Glenn's hat.
Yeah, and I will put on. I am attuned to the hat. I have to untune to Harmonious, unfortunately, but that's okay. And I now look like, I guess,
Cletus too, electric blue.
Ladies.
I'll do, I guess like an Aquan elf.
Billy Bob.
We like to keep him occupied, so we give him his chalk, so he tends to be a little bit more quiet.
I get that. I got a cousin like that too.
Can't be a good sign that so many of you change appearance when we go to casino.
So,
I'm fine.
everybody filtering inside. When you walk into casino, you are hit first with the driest heat you have experienced before in your lives. Not a little bit of moisture seems to push out past the lovely pool of water casino is built directly next to. The hot heat emanating off of it, for some of you, is welcoming and warm, and for others, it's familiarly annoying. And for those of you that don't appreciate heat whatsoever, it is atrocious. Incredibly unnecessary to be in a location like this. The second thing that hits you is the fragrances. Never before have Genesis or Cornwallis ever encountered so many different spices in this market. The smell of fruits that have to be on a different level of sweetness, as well as various spices that you think might kill a man if they try, or quite possibly make everything else they ever taste feel mundane. You see the individuals of this fine city prancing around, enjoying their time here. You see, they appear to be, well, dressed strangely. Whereas covering your head and many features of your shoulders is common, the lower garb seems to be elegant for many individuals to maintain, and in some cases a little scandalous for how much they're showing. No? As you're taking in this beautiful environment, you see a couple of guards walking by who recognize Bartikov and Monkey. Hey guys!
How's
Hey.
Howdy. And as the guards are approaching, I offer Genesis and Cornwallis some small local treat that, I don't know, probably got off a table somewhere.
Of course.
Here's a local delicatessen. Think you guys will like. Hey guys, and I'll wave over at the guards. How you guys doing?
Monkey, hello. How have you been?
Doing good, doing good. This is Genesis, and this is Cornwallis. They're with us.
What about the other person? They point at Reese.
Yes, Reese. I forgot you. Or I didn't say Reese. I said yes. I forgot. You may not.
Where's Reese?
We
I've
didn't
been here
meet Reese
before.
here, right? Where did I meet
No.
Reese?
Spalding.
Far away. It's Spalding. Okay, I'm just making sure in my head. That's what I thought. Did you tell me not to call you Reese?
No, it's fine. I came here on vacation.
Yeah, and this is Reese. They've recently joined with Brother Jack and I.
I'm their taxi service. That's it. Not part of them.
You're one of the spellcasters.
Like a Uber, teleport Uber.
Uber. I don't recognize this language.
It's a
You were
business.
correct.
A business I'm working on where it's based on teleportation. You'll hear about it one day once I get it off the ground.
Wish you the best of luck with your business. It's Spalding slang. No, not slang.
Speaking of which, and I look at Monkey and everyone else, I do need to return to Spalding because I won't be here next week. I've been away from the shop and I need to collect rent. So I will be seeing you guys in hopefully a day or two. And I pull up chalk and I start drawing the symbol for Spalding because I also gotta go. And I
Alrighty.
go, and I teleport away and I go, keep me updated on everything.
How do we reach you?
But you guys have sendings, right? And I look at Samdi.
Just send a
There is no
squirrel.
zombie.
There is Beetle.
There's a beetle hidden under Glenn's hair or something like that.
Have Monkey click his heels together 3 times and I'll come out the wall of fire behind him. Okay, I walk through.
What? Okay.
Alrighty.
And I will.
We'll see you next time.
Alright, bye.
Yep.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Enjoy,
Yeah,
your,
man.
enjoy your spa. And now we'll transition over.
That
to
is
the-
actually what Reese is doing.
So,
He's like, fuck this, I'm going on a spa.
Monkey, what fruit did you hand these to?
It would have been a local one. Usually, it would have been some type of. It was probably not just a fruit, but some kind of like fruit with a small wrapping, a local delicatessen, like a
Like a spiced
like a
wrap of some variety.
yeah, but yeah, just like the some type with a fruit with a that's been wrapped with some kind of something with some spices on it. Similar, like maybe like a date, but it's been rolled in something or other. I don't know.
Are the two of you trying it?
I am not. I'm going to discreetly palm it as to not hurt Monkey's feelings.
Sleight of
Only
hand.
because, yeah. Only because I'm very careful as to what I eat, just because I was so sickly as a child. I don't want to get myself sick. So,
I'll eat it.
All right. Taking a bite into this, Cornwallis. The sweetness of the fruit is not overpowering. There's a little bit of a tartness to it, but it's wrapped in a spice blend that seems to be like cinnamon and something else more bold that pops with an immediate flavor. It's really good.
This town is entirely too fragrant and entirely too hot, but at least the food's good.
Food is
Ain't that,
good.
ain't that what matters at the end of the day?
That's right. Games are good. And it's gone through some changes lately, so it's much better than it used to be.
What kind of changes?
Oh, there was a big battle a while back. Speaking of, we should head over to my church.
You have a church here.
Yeah. He's a god. I'm telling you guys.
You have been. That is true.
Yeah, not only that,
Sure
we
have.
could go in for a little pampering, I think, there. Get our hair did. And if it strikes your fancy, you can do a little sparring there as well.
So your church is a fighting pit / salon?
Exactly. Out of
Yep.
character. Exactly.
Go inside the church in the front area. You can get your hair done, little salon,
So-
and then you go. Yeah.
Keep in mind, you paid for a moderate church.
Yeah.
Not modest, moderate. Describe what your church looks like on the exterior.
Yeah, so on the exterior, it's probably like a blend between. If you think of like Asian architecture, but if it was created in like stone instead of like wouldn't be like how you have like the Asian, the pagoda, like similar to a pagoda, but more like stone. And then that's the exterior. So that's it's a medium-sized building. It's not small, but it's not like a giant pyramid or anything like that.
It's not like a giant sweeping cathedral.
Yeah, it's a nice start. And in the front, there's a couple salon chairs so that people, if they want to get their hair did and stuff before they go in, they can do that.
So I know gods have domains, Monkey. I'm not a giant religious follower, but I know that much. So is your domains like cosmetology and gladiators? Or
Well,
Pretty close.
yeah, it's close. It's it's the important stuff like combat
and hair
and animals. Animals are
And-
important too.
and animals?
It's, what you can do with your digits, how you can move your hands, and of course, good hair.
This tracks. This makes all perfect sense to me. I'm on board.
I'm glad
Oh,
it makes
no.
sense to you.
Really does.
Right. Well, if you're interested, hand out 2 pamphlets. Here you guys go.
I was gonna slide a hand one of your pamphlets into that other dude until we found out he couldn't read. So that's why I was trying to figure out if he could. But I
Fair
wanted
enough.
to slide a hand and pamphlet into his pocket.
God.
Fair enough. Can't even read. What was all this?
So yeah,
Look
as a
at the
player, the domains would be combat, animals, sleight of hand, good hair. Oh, and I forgot freedom. Freedom has been added on.
Oh, yeah.
The freedom thing. That's a
5
recent
tenants.
addition. Yeah,
And
it's a
they're
recent
all
addition.
listed in the pamphlet. They're all listed in
Yep.
the pamphlet. I currently have it updated to 2 locations that we have. One in Spalding and one in Casino.
So is the freedom part like handwritten afterwards, or like a post-it note tapped to it? Because that's a new domain since you printed the pamphlets.
He would have printed the pamphlets after freedom was
Oh,
added.
okay.
Yeah.
I took a
thought-
2-month break, so
I thought maybe there was an insert. Now also covering freedom.
Now also
Well,
covering freedom.
So we, in all fairness, there's been a couple coups in the world, couple retakeovers of city-states or cities. You got the whole casino area, not just casino, and then we went into Spalding and kind of did the same thing. The
Right.
Spalding Church was added second, but this was so the pamphlet would have been created after the Freedom
Okay.
Yeah.
was rebuilt. Yeah.
Alrighty then. So, you walk inside of this gorgeous church that they have here. stepping in, and you see the front parlor area. There's currently 3 barbers working inside of the shop. One, a bugbear. This large goblinoid covered in fur that is very well trimmed, maintained, and organized. The second one, a half-orc, who seems to be working on mohawks for individuals, getting them with their flowing floods of hairs and locks. Lastly, you see there appears to be a very refined-looking human woman, all 3 of which are working on everybody's hair collectively. Monkey! They all look and smile at you as you all walk inside, and they stop what they're doing and come over to, give you a high five, hugs, whatever your
High
followers
fives,
do.
hugs. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
We
high
do 'em
fives
all.
are good, hugs are good. We do them all.
High fives and
uh,
hugs. High fives and hugs.
This place looks great. We'd like to get on the list to get a little treatment done. So please continue on with your current clients, and
We'll
we'll wait our
put you
turn.
on the list immediately.
Thank you.
They nod.
And I will, for the clients that are there, I will approach and do y'all have one of these yet? And I will pull out a comb to give to each one.
They seem a little curious as to what it is, and the current
Where's
clients
these
do not
combs
have
from?
them.
Yeah, I didn't think they would.
He bought
So I've
100 of
got-
them.
Oh.
I've got 300 of them. But I was the original amount, but now I'm down.
Oh yeah, we can't be bothered to track ammunition, but Asa tracks the number of combs that he's given out to random pedestrians,
Absolutely. You don't?
as the Lord intended.
As the Lord intended.
You
All
don't
right.
even jump to the front of the line of your own church. It seems like a waste of godhood.
That'd be kind of rude of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's great about Monkey as a god. You know, he's like one of us. You know.
Yep. It's about freedom and personal choices. Within that freedom, you're allowed to make personal choices. Had I wanted to be in front of the line, I would have been here sooner.
That's
Preach.
right. A very noble individual who's currently being worked on nods their head. Now, you all do hear sounds of breaking coming from the backside. What type of fighting pit do you have back there, Mon?
So there's probably,
Gladiatorial, more ground
yeah.
level.
so it's more ground level. There would be 2 different 2 or 3, probably 3 different, like slightly bigger than boxing rings, so that people can practice sparring in them or whatever. And then there's seats if people want to spectate as well. And then so those are like, so you have ground level and then a ring, and then you have like seating that can kind of go up on either side so people can watch. And then in the middle of the 3 would be like a raised platform, so if someone was giving a speech or a sermon or something like that, they could talk from there.
All right. You all take in the beautiful environment inside of this church that has a few people in the pit right now, all kind of like grappling, tossing one another, and, just doing relative sparring activities. Honestly, it just looks like 3 burly guys wrestling. That's really all it is. Which, depending on your disposition, cool.
Yeah, think like gymnasiums back in ancient Greece, Rome type thing. For that part. Not killing each other, but just practicing. Sometimes they might lube themselves up and wrestle naked.
Naked Greco-Roman wrestling.
I was say this is
As
looking
God
mighty
intended.
homoerotic, monkey.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we don't discriminate, men, women. doesn't matter.
Apparently not.
And, choice. If you want to wrestle with loincloths, you can do that, or you can, it's all about choice.
Consent is king, I agree.
Well, Greek.
Speaking of, where is Lakudra?
The scarab under Glenn's hat flies away.
Oh, too bad Lakudra's not here in the ring.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, you wander away, Bart, going and looking for your. How do we describe her again? Mommy?
Lady friend?
Yeah. Going out and asking the first of the guards. Apparently, you're in luck. Today is one of the few days that she actually has off during the week. And she's been seen out and about drinking in the Ivory Watch.
Wonderful. And I am genuinely I'm going to see how she's doing, get an update on how things have been going in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Social time, nothing weird.
Okay.
For now.
She gives you a marvelous update on everything.
Fantastic.
The city's been going well. There was a little bit of an issue with the prison break situation that happened, but, they're working through it. Any inquiries as to that, or just, that's it?
Yeah, I'd imagine that had something to do with that weird dude that was eating rats.
Back in the first half
Yeah,
of this
literally
campaign.
the second or third episode.
There was a guy slowly transforming due to the purple sands. He was eating rats. That was the only detail I remember from him.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus, that's a long time ago.
Well, no, it was more recently that the prison break happened. You all cleared out the prisons fairly quickly and well. But after the Purple Sands went away, we were having issues with regrouping all of the prisoners and taking them back. Unfortunately, some of them seem to have left the city. And
Not
others were amnesiacs.
That's odd.
It was very odd.
Ethically, how did you handle that? If someone has no memory of the crime for which they're being punished.
I handled that by putting them back in jail. Their minds
A
can be
sensible
restored
strategy.
after some time.
Fair enough. Shame about the ones that escaped. Do you have any idea where they went to? It's not like there are many nearby settlements, and anyone from around here knows that wandering off into the desert is basically death.
They were trying to hide out within the oasis in general. Some of them moved up towards the Beacon's estate and tried blending in with all of them as well.
I have no doubt that your guards will hunt them down effectively. But I'm glad to see that everything hasn't gone to shit since we left. This place deserves some peace for a while.
Maybe it doesn't deserve peace, but I would much rather we have it than not. And that's it. She'll have a couple of drinks with you, but
Yeah.
she's chilling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, everybody else, what are we doing here? Oh, no. The four of you, sit down into the chairs, and who's the first three to get their grooming done?
I would need a.
I don't need grooming. I don't even have any hair. So
Yeah, but they could do a wonderful scalp massage and put some lotions and creams on it, make the sheen on that just look gorgeous.
I'll give it a go. I only have I figured it out. I only have like a strip of hair, kind of like mohawkish, because I've got horns. So, yeah,
One of them can take care of that, the half-orc.
yeah,
He specializes in mohawks and tribal styles.
cool.
So, Monkey, whose chair are you sitting in?
I will,
The human or the bugbear?
I'll sit in the, well, it's a tough choice, but I'll go with the bugbear, and I'll let Glenn sit with the lady.
It's good.
Hello, Brother Jack. How have you been?
I mean, I learned a lot of revelations about my past, and still on the journey of learning more. But you know, Monkey being inspiring and guiding the way makes it a lot easier.
And we journey on every day.
That we do. That we do.
They seem very happy. And how about you, Lord Monkey?
Doing great, doing fabulous. It's always nice being out there and spreading word and spreading deeds. And I'm glad that this place is going well, and I know y'all are taking good care of it. So thank you. Now, and I'll take off my hat, sit down, and kind of wet my hair a little bit. The usual.
Alrighty. They'll sit there and groom you guys on up. Samdi, where are you going? What are you doing?
Oh, I sent you a whisper.
Oh, it didn't ping. Where is that?
He's doing his stuff in secrets.
Gotcha. Are we going to continue to do your stuff in secret then?
Depends. I don't honestly care. It's just
So, you fly your way over there.
didn't want to interrupt the flow.
Oh yeah, no. Everybody's getting their moment of reuniting or acquainting themselves here.
We're working on potentially 2 more followers for Monkey right now.
So Samdi,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing over there?
Ah, fair enough. I'm gonna float into Shinari's room.
Okay. You fly through the front door up towards the library, and you land right on the keyhole. Looking inside and beetling your way in, you see Shinari sitting down with a stack of books, observing them carefully.
I will begin to chirp as the beetle by rubbing my mandibles together to try and alert him to my presence.
A beetle in the desert. Let's see how observant he is.
Fair enough, at least not a scarab.
He'll look over at the beetle and goes back to working.
I'll de-transform.
Samdi, how are you today?
Bit annoyed. Have to come back here. Still what's the bounty on me on?
The merchant is very insistent on maintaining the current bounty on you. It's currently seated at 1,200 gold.
Zamdi will reach into his bag of holding
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out a a waterlogged bag.
Yeah.
I'll take out a couple I'll take out not a couple platinum. That's a lot. Yeah, that's 120. So I'll take out a good chunk of gold.
Mm-hmm.
$1,200, right?
1,200. Yeah.
I need if what I needed from here wasn't your help, I wouldn't be bothering with this.
What
Let me
is
see
it
if I
you are
still have
needing?
it. I want to hold on a second. I'm going to check if I still have it written here. I know what I need. I just don't remember the name.
The person?
Yeah. Your former second in command.
Oh,
Is he dead?
no. They are imprisoned. Stuck in the stranded prison, of course. For everybody.
An aptly named place, I know. I require his release into my custody.
To what end?
I need a soul.
Are you dealing with a different church nowadays?
More direct. No, not that type of direct. The plain.
Roll me a persuasion, Samdi. Keep in mind, you do have your enhance ability up right now.
Does it last that long?
It's an hour.
Up to an hour, yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an hour.
it's a good spell. Just people don't take it because combat.
Great spell.
persuasion advantage. 19.
I would not be able to do this for you through legal channels. I suggest you go speak with Tilt, since she is now leader of the Shinari. Or sorry, of the Katsun. He's Shinari.
Yeah. That would imply something very different, and I don't want to think about it.
No. They are not. No.
No. I did hear about it. I just wanted to see what you could do.
I can resolve the issue through non-legal means. But I could not do it legally. And given your current position, legality might lead to better, well, times for you.
Whatever. Can you make sure this ends up in the merchant's hands and he knows I am ever so sorry about what I did?
Are you?
I'm just staring at Shinari.
He'll smile at you.
Just be thankful I didn't. Anyway. It was interesting seeing you again. I had thought I'd left this place.
I, for one, Samdi, am welcoming to seeing you again. You're a brown spot in the day.
Yeah, from anyone else, that would seem like an insult, and I will walk out the door.
I don't understand why. Brown is a very neutral color.
I'll see you later, Shinari.
You as well. Do 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 do.
We'll just walk out into the middle of the essential for Genesis. I am essentially in the adventurers area. This is where all the adventurers would. It's a guild of adventurers essentially in the desert, and I am a wanted man here. I'll just look at everyone as I walk past. Hey, how you doing?
Is there a bounty on you, Somdi?
Talk to Shinari.
Okay. They let you continue through your business.
Oh, look, where does Tilt didn't seem like? Where's Tilt?
Tilt's over in the office over there. She had the building put in.
That explains it. Just walk on in.
You will open the door and... Sorry, I'm very busy right... Oh, Samdi. This adorable little red-skinned kobold who seems far too insecure for her own good, adorned with regalia of armor that seems a little too heavy for her size, and sunlight all across it, stands up and walks over to you, Samdi, to shake your hand. It's a pleasure.
Hi, Tilt.
Hi.
I'm afraid I'm not here for... What's the word?
Business.
Reconciliation.
Why? What did you do?
Haven't I done? No, I'm here for a little prison release.
Oh. Well... can you explain a bit more?
Hold on.
Okay.
It was in one of these little handouts you handed me.
If it's from the casino era, there's a lot of handouts for y'all.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, there is. There's Fukai. No, that's not it.
While you're digging through that, so Cornwallis, tell me, what are your interests? What are your pleasures? What is it you like to do?
I spend most of my time. I've spent most of my life hunting.
It's a good pursuit.
I guess that depends upon what you hunt, but
Well, most hunts have a combat, so good job.
it's true. Unless you do it perfectly, then they never know you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to hit them when they don't know you're there.
Exactly. Strike like the viper.
Yes. Mostly, though, recently I've been roaming around with Genesis on getting them used to the adventuring lifestyle that they so desired.
If you don't mind me asking, Cornwallis, what was your expertise in hunting?
I've hunted a lot of different things. Mostly I hunt what generally people would call monsters, I guess. I go after the things that bother other people. You know, something making villagers disappear or things of that nature. I killed a few vampires, small ones, not elder vampires. I imagine that would be a bit too much, though. I have some stuff for it. I keep a whole box of different things I've learned I've needed over the years. Stakes and mirrors and I don't even remember what's all in my pack.
I like a man with a good mirror, and I reach over to pick up my hat, and I'll turn it to him so we can see that there's a mirror on the inside of my hat. And this way, if I ever need to check my hair, I just glance down and put my hat back on.
Yeah, I don't necessarily use mine to check my hair. The
On the account that I have none.
That's rude.
Where is that bag? I've got a whole bunch of different random holy symbols. You know, like on a string, like who's the guy from the Mummy
Benny.
that had all Benny, like Benny. I got a whole string of holy symbols.
I want to play a player character that's just Benny one day. He has to be a cleric. He will not be good. Boom, boom.
Or a warlock.
True.
Warlock would be a good one. Jump
Warlock.
from patron to patron.
And you're useless after you do one thing, and then
Yeah. Every day you've got to get a new patron. Every
good stuff.
every time you have a different encounter.
That'd be interesting. Somebody, you can jump in whenever you want. I was just killing time
Yeah,
while you're
no.
researching.
I could not find any mention of the name. I'll just resume back to this conversation. It's just I'll need the former second in command.
very well. Oh, or sorry, wrong person. You need them for what?
You want to know?
Should I?
I have a feeling you'll have a lesser opinion of me after I tell you.
Oh. I suppose not then. Well, I can look into getting them a work release if that's to your needs. I can put in the request now that I'm considered one of the leaders of casino.
That would imply that I need to give him back.
Huh? What?
A work release. Would I need to give him back for that?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Look, if he has a terrible industrial accident, who's to know?
The only exception would be if he had a bad accident during the work release. For the cases like adventurers and such, it's something that we have to be aware of as a distinct possibility.
Hey.
Yeah. Accident. Hey, you're not a devil, Somdi. You can lie as much as you fucking want.
Let's do that.
Okay. So, if we're gonna put him on a work release, we're gonna have to go down there. What work specifically do you need him for?
Hold on a second. I need to think of something clever.
Opens up ChatGPT.
Synonyms.
We need medical experimentation.
Yeah.
Good
We need him
reasons
to
for
dig
prisoner
escape
transfer.
tunnels from the prisoner. Yeah, from the prison. He needs to dig tunnels.
That is a thing.
I'm not there.
Well, I need him for ancient ruin exploration.
You got me on AM. And I thought you were going to say something else.
I don't
What?
get it. All right,
That's okay.
we're good. We're
I'll-
fine.
I'll message you.
We're fine. You don't need to.
I got it. I wish I didn't.
Yeah, please.
So, Somdi. She sits there, and I need you to roll me a deception check.
Yep.
As you are
not-
lying to Tilt's face
Didn't Tilt the innocent little kobold?
Yes.
Yes. How you could lie to Tilt.
Now, the leader
Wow.
of the Katsun people, she dropped everything she was doing here to help you guys feed the Spoldings. Not
Yep.
the Spoldings, but the people of Spolding.
Mhm.
The Spoldings
If-
never
if-
need to be
it
fed
was-
again.
Yeah, if it was the former, I don't think she would have had enough.
She just sits there in contemplation. I don't want to know, do I? But
If it'll matter in the very least, he'll get what is coming to him. And this will save a few souls.
I'll put in the proper paperwork. You'll have to meet me over at the island. Say tomorrow morning? Also, you have your other affairs that you need to get in order. Do you have intentions of paying off your debt? If not, I have to incarcerate you.
And I'm sure you would. I've already talked to Shannari before I get here. He'll smooth things over.
Good. Oh, he's been leaving more often.
Think that possible?
Yeah, he leaves every couple of days now. Isn't that impressive?
I'll just look back out. I'm not the one to talk about emotional growth. You know me, but if he's doing better, that's nice. I think that's as far as I'll give it.
Good. She looks very happy. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Good luck, Till.
you too. And she'll go back to working, very proud that she had a full conversation without freaking out. It's so hard for her, man. Just so, back to the other three. Genesis, or sorry, the other four of you. Genesis, Glenn, Monkey, all three of your hairs look exactly as you asked for them to be, well, made to look. As beautiful and gorgeous as it could possibly be.
Nice.
And while you're sitting there, Cornwallis, one of the workers here keeps examining your head. You know, we could get you a toupee if you want.
Why would I want a toupee?
Well, so you'd look better. A good head of hair makes everybody better. Makes you more confident. Makes you more social. It's a good conversation piece. And it shows prospective mates that you care about yourself.
My
Yes.
people don't have hair. It would look odd for me to have hair.
No. Some people are born without tattoos, and they still get them.
Tattoos are different. Tattoos are. Yeah, I don't know how to explain the difference in my head, but I think hair would just get in the way. It would certainly slow me down swimming. It would get lost all the time.
Oh, you're a big recreational swimmer. We could, oh, we learned about those weaves. We could weave it for you if you want. We take a little needle and we kind of like sew it into your scalp a little bit.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm going to pass on the toupee, as you call it. Yeah. I'm just not really in the hair game.
Would you want a preview? Why don't you look in that mirror right over there?
I'll look at the mirror.
I'm gonna minor illusion, like you with like a set of like, I guess like windswept back hair, and also a really nice like curled mustache. What do you think?
I think that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It's like this like commanding presence to you, you know?
It speaks.
Yes, but I'm not in command of anything. I don't need a commanding presence.
It's just a general term, you know. So like when you walk in the room, you got this feeling of confidence about you.
And we can make it any color you want. You want yellow? Yellow dye.
I don't know how to explain to you how little I want hair.
It's all right. We don't want you to have a minty bee or anything.
Right.
Yes, I remember that, and that's exactly what I'm envisioning.
What?
Fester with a toupee.
It's my favorite scene in the entire series, personally. But anyways, Bart, you get to have your wonderful time sitting there and drinking a little bit with Lakudra and just learning about what's been happening in the city and the well-being of all of the people. And in addition to that, we have the others getting groomed and looking all fanciful as they usually do, and starting to feel a little better about that as well. And then Samdi getting a lead on his next victim. I think we're going to call the session here, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a great time. We'll see you next time.
Samdi's next victim.